Hello students. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can use the TI-84 for finding linear regressions. So a linear regression is the equation of a straight line that best describes a set of points on the XY coordinate plane. So let's start by looking at TI-84. So here is the TI-84, and the first thing that you're going to do is press the Stat key, which is next to the 4 arrow keys. And if you see on the bottom of the screen, you will see the key sequence as I press each of those keys. So once you've hit Stat, the next thing you want to do is either press 1 or just hit Enter, because 1 is already selected, so that we can edit our table. So here is the table. You want to put your X values into L1 and you want to put your Y values into L2. So I've already got some values in there in L1. Those are my X values. I've already got some values in L2. Those are my Y values. So once you're done with putting the values into your table, X and Y values, then you will hit Stat once again. So let's hit Stat. And now I do not want to edit, but at the top you see there's a menu called Edit, and next to it is the menu called Calc. So I want to actually calculate the linear regression. So on those 4 arrow keys, I'm going to hit the right key and it takes me to Calc. And if you look at the number 4, it says line reg AX plus B. So I'm going to just select 4. And as I select 4, then I see the screen. So X is in L1, Y values are in L2. There is no frequency list. So what you need to do is here either hit Enter or use the down arrow. So I'm just going to hit Enter once. I'm going to hit Enter twice. And now this is asking you, where do you want to store your regression equation? So since I want to see the scatter plot and I also want to see the equation of the line, I also want to see the actual line. So I'm going to say, let me store this regression equation into Y1. Now, how do I do that? Here's the key right underneath the 4 arrow keys, which says VARS, which stands for variables. So I will hit variables. And I have options for variables, Y variables, color. So I'm going to use the right arrow key to go to Y variables. And then in Y variables, number 1 is function. So yes, I do want to get a function. So I'm going to hit 1 or hit Enter. And then I want to store the regression equation as Y1. So that is already selected. So I'm just going to hit 1 or hit Enter. So now my regression equation will be stored in Y1. So I'm going to hit Enter once more. And now it says, do you want me to calculate? So I will say yes, go ahead and calculate. So here is my regression equation. The slope is 5.971428571, and the y-intercept is negative 0.0666666667, which basically is 2 over 30. So now I want to just show you that the equation has been stored. So on the top of your TI-84, just underneath the screen are these 5 keys. So the first key says y equals, and when I press that key, I can actually see that that equation has been stored. Now, in order for you to view the graph, you have to make sure that plot 1 is actually highlighted. So you have to do a little bit of setting there. So I will show you how to do that setting. So you go to second, and then just where the key that you just pressed was y equals. So you're going to press second and then y equals. And that brings you to your stat plot. So 1, you want to make sure is highlighted, and then you want to make sure that this is on. And the type of graph would be a scatter plot, right? So let's just go ahead and press 1. And now I see that it's on, and there are different types of graphs that I can choose, but I want to choose a scatter plot. And since this is already selected, what I will need to do in order for me to view the graph is hit zoom. and then 9, which says zoom stat. So once I say zoom and then I say 9, I can see my scatter plot and I can see my line as well. So this is how you would use the TI-84 for creating your line linear regression equation and also for viewing the graph. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.